today let's start with chapter number 9, Understanding Media and Advertising. So in this chapter I will tell you about media, different types of media and what is the role of media. So media, it is a platform. It is a plural form of the word medium, which means communicating information among the people. So we have telephone, television, radio and newspaper. And since radio, TV, internet and newspaper, they are the form of media which reaches millions of people of the masses and their country. So democratic government to a large extent is dependent on public opinion, right? So we can say they express, people are informed by media about the government policies, decision and action. So in a democracy procession, English, elections, movements and public debates, ये किसमें help करती है? For the people participation. So types of media, दो type की होती है. First I will tell you about print media or press. It's an important agency. ये सबसे ज़्यादा important agency होती है and it is for the formation of public opinion. किसके लिए होती है? Public opinion के formation के लिए. यहाँ पे newspaper हो गए, magazines हो गए, they give useful information to the public regarding public affairs. और newspaper what it do? It's guide people. ये लोगों को guide करता है for the what that and enable them for their own opinion. ये deal करता है with important and significant events of the day and present a critical study. ये क्या present करता है? Critical study of political problem, right? Next is you can see newspaper. It's the Times of India, Hindustan Time, the Hindu, and we have some Hindi release newspapers. आपका दैनिक जागरण, हिंदुस्तान हो गया, नव भारत, अमर उजाला, दैनिक भास्कर. These all are some Hindi newspaper, and we have other language newspaper also, right? If we talk about magazine, they contain stories, articles, reviews. They are weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, right? Then we have electronic media, like we have radio. जैसे रेडियो हो गया आपका, right? Field of newspaper and magazine is for educated society. They are generally successful in high societies, but radio and television can be used as mass media. और इनका कौन यूज करता है? Illiterate. But next is radio. Here we listen music. हम म्यूजिक को सुनते हैं, न्यूज को, अलग अलग एडवर्टीजमेंट को सुनते हैं. टेलीविजन इट इज विंडो ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. आप इसमें लाइव रिकॉर्डेड इवेंट्स बहुत सारी चीजें देख सकते हैं. राइट? इंटरनेट इट इज द मोस्ट एडवांस फॉर्म ऑफ मीडिया. ये बिगेस्ट इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइडर है. इसको हम क्या कहते हैं? इट इज कॉल्ड विंडो ऑफ द वर्ल्ड इन द रियल सेंस. मेनी बुक्स हैव बीन डिस्प्लेड हियर ऑन द इंटरनेट. नाउ रोल ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी इन मीडिया. सो विद द इन्वेंट ऑफ प्रिंटिंग प्रेस, न्यूज एंड इंफॉर्मेशन स्टार्टेड रीचिंग द मासेस. देखो जैसे ही क्या हुआ, आपका इंडियन प्रेस का इन्वेंशन हुआ, सो व्हाट हैपन, जो इंफॉर्मेशन है वो लार्ज मास ऑफ पीपल को जाने लगी. From that what happens, naming of the media as print media and electronic media, it refers to different technologies, a printing machine, electronic gadgets, and these technology has changed over the years. And invention of television helped the people. जो television का invention हुआ उसने लोगों को help करा. How? It started giving many information. You can see different images with different sounds. You can see movies over here, right? And changing technology or machines making technology more modern. और ये किसमें help करता है? To reach more people. Television images travel huge distance through satellite and cable, and we can see events like cricket live on the screen. We can see the images of storm that can hit coast of Florida in US. Now media and money. So a lot of money is spent by the mass media on getting latest technology, like the TV studio, जिसमें आपको न्यूज रीडर सेट्स हैज लाइट्स, कैमरा, साउंड रिकॉर्डर, एंड देन अ बिग स्टाफ ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी एंड एकेडमिक्स हैज बीन पेड salaries over there, right? So you may get bored number of advertisement. The newspaper has to give advertisement while watching the cricket match, film awards, some images of the product. Advertiser thus also provide viewer will buy the advertised product. Role of media. अब यहाँ पे मीडिया का क्या रोल है? So if we talk about जितने भी आपके newspaper है, magazines हैं, what they do, they invite letters from reader in which they express views about the various views. Newspaper and television channel ask people to send their views on various things, and these measures also make people aware and conscious about what issues on political matter. Media and democracy. देखो दो both क्या they are interrelated. ये किसको influence करता है? Policy makers को, putting forth the opinion. And these can be rural or urban, rich or poor, males and females, economics हो सकते हैं, defense experts हो सकते हैं, people interested in demands while making policy or decision and acting. So decisions while voting, they can communicate their and decision by the people on the basis of information. So democracy is free society, right? Information to a citizen must come from the media. सो गारंटी ऑफ फ्रीडम मेक्स द मीडिया बोल्ड, और कैसा बनाता है, एसर्टिव बनाता है, राइट. फ्रॉम देयर यू कैन फंक्शन डेवलप lapses in the government and society through a media report. तो मीडिया में आप रिपोर्ट्स देके इसको कर सकते हैं, चेंजेस ला सकते हैं, राइट. नेक्स्ट इज योर दैट इफ यू विश शो दैट दे कैन एक्शन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस न्यूज. देखो ना, न्यूज स्टोरीज से कुछ एक्शन लिया जाता है, लोग प्रोटेस्ट करते हैं, दे ऑर्गेनाइज कैंपेन, राइट. डिफरेंट थिंग्स कैन बी डन. Setting agendas and creating public opinion. Media is a cultivator of a dominant image pattern. First is decide what is newsworthy. Right? By focusing on particular issue, media brings those issue to public attention. ठीक है, ये इन्फ्लुएंस करता है, शेप करता है थॉट्स को, फीलिंग्स को, आइडियाज को. ये किस पे फोकस करते हैं, रेपुटेशन पे, और एक ही पब्लिक ओपिनियन क्रिएट करते हैं. व्हाट इट्स डू, इट्स क्रिएट पब्लिक ओपिनियन. For example, media little focused on the report cold drinks, and positively the media did not report on the same. We might what have aware of it. So, however, media does not always focus on issues that are significant in our life. So, what happens? Thousands of people suffer and die by drinking what unsafe drinking water because they do not get safe drinking water, right? Like here, television channels, they have different types of programs, serials, soap operas, game show, reality. जो cost of advertise है, जो चैनल की वो वेरी करती है. किसी की 50,000 होती है, किसी की 5 लाख होती है. तो पर 30 सेकंड वो डिपेंड करता है पॉपुलैरिटी, कि उसकी क्या पॉपुलैरिटी है, राइट. एंड टेलीविजन चैनल गिव्स अस पार्शियल व्यू एंड व्हाट द काइंड थिंग्स टीवी शो इज व्हाट डज नॉट. सो a world beyond film stars, celebrities and rich lifestyle, these all world needs to reach out and respond in various ways. Now, media ethics and accountability. Some big business houses own radio, TV, and newspaper. Okay, other business houses advertise their product in the media, and they are listener, viewer, reader, and many of them people buy products seen in media. Money flows back to big houses. Okay, बड़े-बड़े houses में जाता है. And afterward, what happened? A balance report is one that discuss all points of view to a particular news story. So at time the interest of the business media वो किस पे फोकस करता है, खाली एक साइड ऑफ स्टोरी पे फोकस करता है. So for that we might affect the equation with the people in harm. So the nature of articles report जो भी हम पब्लिश करते हैं, we should show some dedication over there and kind of advertisement. If a particular article is like that remain unpublished, the media has turned off itself, and legislature, executive and judiciary are called three pillars of democracy. The importance of media democracy में वो क्या है? It is considered the fourth pillar. That is why media is respected by every people. ठीक है, when the shortcoming of government is pointed out by the media, आपने देखा होगा कि immediate steps लिए जाते हैं, right? So for that, independent media means no one should control and influence its coverage of news. The only participation of the citizen in the government of the country is in short, government can at times prevent media either news item or scenes from news. Right, we have censorship also, and the government often does communal harmony, religious, ethical, and other reasons. Such example is emergency period between 1975. Important is that we remain aware of the factual information. Right, then we have local media, several local groups. We have several local groups that have come forward with own media, own small newspaper. And what happened, local issues that involve ordinary people and their daily lives. The main concern of this local media is like prices of different crops, advise the use of आपको कैसे seeds लेने, कैसे fertilizer लेने, कोई violence तो नहीं हो रहा किसी women के against. ये सब social issues जितने political corruption है सबको देखता है. Now checks and balances. So the freedom of press is derived from freedom of speech and expression. So there is a lack of checks on the media to ensure that they act in a responsible manner. Right, these laws after independence there is no specific provision. किसी भी तरीके का कोई भी specific provision यहाँ पे नहीं है. Right, so we have article 19(1)(a) freedom of expression, जिसका मतलब ये है कि कोई भी अपने ideas को, अपने views को freely express कर सकता है. Right, the state can impose restriction on the freedom of the press if कोई threat हो रहा है, कोई हमारी security को threat हो रहा है, तब हम इस पे क्या लगा सकते हैं, रोक लगा सकते हैं. Next is Right to Information Act. So the act gives citizen right to seek information. So they cannot ask about a secret of the defense. आप किसी भी तरीके कोई भी डिफेंस का सीक्रेट नहीं पूछ सकते, right? So elected representative question in the parliament and the law make the government more accountable. So in the democracy people elect their representative, वो laws बनाते हैं, administration को run करते हैं. It is natural that people like us, are they performing tasks for which it is elected? The government servants were not doing their duties properly. They were not available for their seats, work remained pending, and they were demanding money from the public too. But the procedure was complicated and long, so most people were forced to give bribe rather than to get work pending in the year. So gradually जो educated और learned people थे, they protested और उन्होंने demand करा, जो corruption होता है गवर्नमेंट में उसको सही करने के उन्होंने demand भी करी. Now selection of media for an advertisement. Now the advertiser choose a media that reaches a specific audience. The size of audience the media reach, the target market of a particular. भाई कोई भी target market होता है, कोई particular product का उसको देखता है. Like advertisement of new brand fertilizer, एक potential होगा कि हम लोगों को better चीज provide करें, तो मीडिया उस पर ध्यान देगी. Now let's study about type of advertising. What is advertising? It is the activity of drawing public attention to a particular good. जब हम कोई एक particular good पे क्या करते हैं, attention देते हैं, right? Advertisements produce convenience customers to buy more products, and it presents consumers with a wide range of choices while making them aware of what several brands जो भी available है, right? क्या हमेशा क्या बताएंगे, इसकी गुड क्वालिटी बताएंगे कि अच्छी चीजें बताएंगे. The brand may be defined as a name, term, sign, symbol, design, right? And they differentiate a new pen from a other. ऐसे आपका क्या होता है, एडवर्टाइजिंग एंड डेमोक्रेसी. There is a deep link between democracy and advertisement, right? Today media is the most important means of advertising. यहाँ से आप क्या कर सकते हो, अपनी चीजों को एडवर्टाइज करके मनी अर्न कर सकते हो, right? Since newspaper has wide reach, they are useful in advertising media for the product target, right? Like you can say they are circulated widely and the cost of advertising a product is comparatively less. Poster, billiards, display at important places frequently visited by many people. What they do, they constitute other type of advertisement also. If we talk about radio advertisement, broadcasting the media of radio. So television क्या है आपका, one of the most popular mode of advertising है because it ensures wide coverage of the product. ये product की क्या करता है, wide coverage करता है. Now more people are getting access even in rural area. The targeted audience, frequency with the product need और बजट अलॉटेड, भाई उस पर्पस के लिए कितना बजट अलॉटेड है इस पे हमें पता है, राइट? देन वी हैव कमर्शियल एडवर्टाइजिंग. कमर्शियल एडवर्टाइजिंग में क्या होता है, अकाउंट्स ऑफ मेजर प्रोडक्ट पोर्शन ऑफ एडवर्टाइजमेंट. ये आपके बायर और सेलर दोनों से लिंक होता है. इसका एम क्या होता है, प्रमोटिंग द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ एडवर्टाइजर, जो किससे होता है, यूजुअली लार्ज बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. एडवर्टाइजमेंट ऑफ प्रोडक्ट जैसे क्लोथ्स, हाउस होल्ड गुड, बेवरेजेस एंड सर्विस प्रोवाइडर सच एज टेलीकम्युनिकेशन, बैंकिंग कम अंडर दिस कैटेगरी. वहीं सोशल एडवर्टाइजिंग की बात करें, इट इज डन फॉर कमर्शियल पर्पस. क्या सोशल एडवर्टाइजिंग में आपका सोशल इश्यूज जैसे एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन, पब्लिक हेल्थ, नेशनल इंटीग्रेशन, ये सब इंक्लूड हुए, राइट? नेक्स्ट इज लिटरेसी कैंपेन हो गया आपका, पोलियो का कैंपेन हो गया. सब एग्जांपल आपके किसके, सोशल एडवर्टाइजिंग. ये एक पावरफुल टूल है, कैपेबल ऑफ रीचिंग मोटिवेटिंग पीपल. ये लोगों को क्या करता है, मोटिवेट करता है. वहीं पॉलिटिकल एडवर्टाइजिंग की बात करते हैं. It is one of the means by which political parties, candidates, and other social active groups reach out people, especially when at the time of election. Right? Now, consumerism. So the need of consume more and more products regardless of the need. Some consumerism कहते हैं. So advertisement sometimes make false claims about the product. Consumers are confused by too many varieties of the same product. So it makes people forget the reality and they fall prey to both positive as well as negative side. So we should therefore always be aware of the negative side of the advertisement and also the positive side. So we must encourage advertisement with social message. आपको प्रोडक्ट को डिस्करेज करना, ठीक है, उसकी हाईलाइट क्या करनी है, अच्छी चीजें, पॉजिटिव चीजों को हाईलाइट करना, राइट? This is all about in this chapter. Now we will do the exercise. Now take the correct option. Mass media influence, किसे इन्फ्लुएंस करता है, पॉलिसी मेकर को. व्यूज ऑफ जनरल पब्लिक ऑन पर्टिकुलर व्यू ऑफ द जनरल पब्लिक ऑन पर्टिकुलर इशू, वो क्या होता है? पब्लिक ओपिनियन. डैश आर द पार्ट ऑफ मास मीडिया, ऑल ऑफ दिस. देखो रेडियो भी मास का है, न्यूज़पेपर भी और टेलीविजन. अ लॉट ऑफ डैश इज स्पेंट बाय द मास मीडिया. फेक न्यूज. Now the core value of RTI are dash and dash. The media provides information for discuss and debate on various social, economic and political issues. In a democracy, media act as a, जो डेमोक्रेसी है वो कैसे एक्ट करती है? एज अ वॉचडॉग. Media is derived from the word dash, way of communicating with others. Next is most of the laws regarding the freedom of press has been passed during the dash in India. कब पास हुए थे? During now write T for true and F for false statement. Media does not help in creation public opinion. False. ये help करता है. Media is a part of government. False. Right to Information Act ensures transparency. True. Media plays an important role in democracy. It's true. Media has turned into communist industry. It's true. Print media, newspaper, radio, public hearing, social advertising, electronic, family, मजदूर किसान जन सुनवाई, जॉब्स वर्ड. नाउ आंसर द फॉलोइंग. हाउ इज एडवर्टीजमेंट क्रिएटेड? कैसे हम एडवर्टीजमेंट को क्रिएट करते हैं? राइट अ नोट ऑन. आपको RTI 2005 पे नोट लिखना है. रोल ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी इन मीडिया. व्हाट आर द टू टाइप्स ऑफ एडवर्टाइजिंग? मीडिया क्या होता है? देन यू हैव टू डिस्कस मीडिया एथिक्स एंड अकाउंटेबिलिटी. हाउ डज मीडिया क्रिएट एंड शेप पब्लिक ओपिनियन? हाउ डज मीडिया इन्फ्लुएंस गवर्नमेंट? हाउ इज मीडिया इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर डेमोक्रेसी? व्हाट आर द वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ प्रिंट मीडिया? And what does freedom of expression mean? Right? This is all in this chapter. Hope you understood each and everything. Now let's meet in the next class. Thank you.